much!
The 67th Daytona 500 witnessed an unprecedented event as President Donald Trump made a spectacular appearance, captivating the audience and leaving an indelible mark on the iconic race. President Trump's arrival at the Daytona 500 was nothing short of spectacular. Air Force One, carrying the president and his entourage, performed a dramatic flyover of the Daytona International Speedway before landing at the nearby airport. The plane buzzed the speedway at an altitude of approximately 800 feet, creating a stunning visual for the spectators below. Upon landing, Trump's motorcade made its way to the speedway. The president rode in his armored limousine, known as the Beast. The crowd's excitement was palpable as the presidential convoy entered the track. Trump waved to the enthusiastic spectators, many of whom were on their feet, cheering and chanting his name. The president's arrival time was precisely coordinated with the event schedule. He touched down at Daytona Beach International Airport at 12:54 p.m., slightly ahead of the scheduled 1:30 p.m. start time for the race. This timing allowed for maximum impact and visibility of his entrance. The president did not travel alone. His entourage included several family members and high-ranking officials. Among them were his son, Eric Trump, Eric's wife, Laura, and their children, Luke and Carolina. The presence of Trump's 6-year-old granddaughter, Carolina, wearing ruby red slippers, added a touch of family warmth to the official visit. Also accompanying the president were Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy and Interior Secretary Doug Burgum, along with Burgum's wife, Catherine. Several members of Congress were also part of the presidential party, underscoring the political significance of the event. Notably, U.S. Senator Rick Scott and U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene were spotted at the tarmac, further emphasizing the high-profile nature of Trump's visit. First Lady Melania Trump, however, was not in attendance. Once at the Speedway, President Trump engaged in a series of interactions that demonstrated his enthusiasm for the event. He met with drivers and race officials, shaking hands and exchanging words of encouragement. This personal approach resonated with both the participants and the audience, reinforcing Trump's connection to the NASCAR community. In a particularly noteworthy moment, Trump addressed the drivers via radio. His message was both personal and encouraging. He said, "This is your favorite president. I'm a big fan. I'm a really big fan of you people. How you do this, I don't know, but I just want you to be safe. You're talented people, and you're great people and great Americans. Have a good day, have a lot of fun, and I'll see you later." One of the most surprising and memorable aspects of Trump's visit was the use of the Beast on the racetrack. The president's armored limousine led the field for 2 ceremonial laps around the speedway, a sight that left many spectators in awe. The Beast, a heavily modified Cadillac, is designed to protect the president from various threats. Its appearance on the track, leading the high-powered NASCAR vehicles, created a striking visual contrast and symbolized the merging of political power with sporting excellence. Throughout his visit, President Trump emphasized the unifying spirit of NASCAR and its significance to American culture. In a presidential message released prior to his arrival, Trump stated, "From the roar of the engines on the track to the echo of the Star-Spangled Banner soaring through the stands, the Daytona 500 is a timeless tribute to the speed, strength, and unyielding spirit that make America great. That spirit is what will fuel America's golden age, and if we harness it, the future is truly ours." This message aligned with Trump's broader vision for the country, echoing his inaugural address claim that the golden age of America begins right now. The president's choice of words and imagery sought to connect the excitement and patriotism of NASCAR with his political agenda and vision for America's future. The response from the Daytona 500 attendees was overwhelmingly positive. Many spectators wore MAGA caps and displayed pro-Trump paraphernalia, creating an atmosphere of strong support for the president. The crowd's enthusiasm was evident in their cheers and chants, with one spectator exclaiming, "4-7, baby!" in reference to Trump being the 47th president. Christine Gallagher, a Trump supporter from Detroit, Michigan, expressed her excitement, saying, "God bless America. Thank God for Donald Trump. He's making America great again. The race itself, it just makes you proud to be an American. It's just down home. Good USA." The sold-out crowd at the Daytona International Speedway created an electric atmosphere. The combination of the race's inherent excitement and the president's presence resulted in what many described as an unprecedented level of energy at the event. Trump's appearance at the Daytona 500 carries significant political weight. NASCAR has long been considered Trump country by White House officials, with Volusia County, home to the Speedway, having voted for Trump over Kamala Harris by a 22-point margin in the previous election. A Washington Post University of Maryland poll in 2023 provided statistical evidence of NASCAR's importance to Trump's base. The poll found that 42% of Republicans identified as fans of auto racing compared to only 25% of Democrats. This 17-point gap represented the largest margin among the 9 sports included in the poll. The event also served as a reminder of Trump's previous visit to the Daytona 500 in 2020, which occurred just before the COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted the country and his presidency. This return to Daytona symbolized a full-circle moment for Trump, now back in office and capitalizing on the enthusiasm of his supporter base. The presence of a sitting president at the Daytona 500 had a notable impact on the NASCAR community. Chase Elliott, who has been voted NASCAR's most popular driver for 7 consecutive years, commented on the significance of Trump's visit. He said, "I think having a sitting president come and be a part of one of our biggest days of the year, certainly what I would call our biggest event of the year, I think is special. It certainly brings a lot of eyes and a different perspective to what we do down here for this race." Kyle Busch, a 2-time Cup champion, echoed this sentiment, stating, "Anytime you get big-name people to come to the 500, it's pretty special. I remember when President Reagan came in 1984, and that was special. It's not just the celebrities that do the pre-race concert. The Rock Dwayne Johnson was here last year, and I got my picture taken with him. Anytime we can bring big-name people to our sport shines a brighter light on how big a deal this is." These comments from top drivers highlight the importance of presidential visits in elevating NASCAR's profile and reinforcing its significance in American culture. Despite the excitement surrounding Trump's visit, the Daytona 500 faced significant weather-related challenges. The race was delayed multiple times due to rain, with heavy rain and winds up to 40 miles per hour forecast for the afternoon. This marked the 6th time in the last 14 years that the race has been delayed, a trend that NASCAR officials find concerning. The weather delays had a direct impact on Trump's visit. The president departed the Speedway during one of these rain delays, saying, "A little rain delay, but we'll go home and watch it, I guess." NASCAR officials called for the drivers to return to their cars at 5:25 p.m., well after Trump had left the venue. Despite the interruptions, the race eventually resumed. William Byron claimed his 2nd consecutive Daytona 500 victory, becoming the first back-to-back winner since Denny Hamlin in 2019-20. Byron's win came after a series of late race wrecks that eliminated many contenders.